All right, guys. Welcome back. Let me hide this away from computer thing. Good morning, everyone. It's November 17th. That makes it a Thursday, and it's 7:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's start here with the overall market. SPY selling off, broke through the 394 zone we were talking about yesterday. We had the original retest roughly in this area, and we held it. Then we had that last bounce, little dead cat off of it, and then we continued selling off. So right now we are in an overall bear trend or backside trend here. This was a really key zone. Let's see if it holds, and maybe it's going to be a fake out. We're going to break right back up, but for now we did break that nice little trend. Maybe we're going to get some sort of really bullish news that rockets things up. I'm not really sure. I'm going to be looking to start accumulating coin. Again, I know we have really big support around 47, 46. So that's the zone I'm going to be looking to accumulate. I will be doing a little bit of spot trading and looking to size into some options on it as well. So both strategies I want to utilize. Options because I can get a bigger size, and spot just to, that's like my default. That's what I've learned, and I'm pretty okay at it. That's how I make the majority of my money. Also, I like to keep our overall portfolio active, so that's really important. So we don't have too much dead cash sitting around at these really nice prices. But again, I want to focus more on options, just because that way we can actually take advantage of even more opportunities. So in terms of gappers today, looks like we have ELVT. This was an acquisition, I believe. Yeah, it was acquired. So now we're not going to be looking at this company. It's going to be flatlining. Ardx had a really quick pop originally with pretty nice volume, but then it just kind of faded off here. So I'm not sure if it's going to come back. We also have Ctmx, which is holding this VWAP zone kind of interestingly, but the volume is just really not enough. So between Ctmx and Ardx, I think these two are probably the only ones worth watching at the moment. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more action, but that's currently what's on the plate, Ctmx. Anyway, good morning everyone in the Discord, and good morning everyone in the YouTube. Let's hope we're going to get a little bit more action today. Remember, we're going to be launching that pilot program really soon to get traders that foundation ready to go. So once we hit 2023, they will be ready to go. I'm going to be checking out all your guys' trades. If you want more information, join the fast track and email me that you are interested in the pilot program, alex@tradejournal.co. as I'm overlooking, just seeing what's going on, coin keeps pulling back again. So this is really good for the possible accumulation we're going to be able to do on it. So that's what I'm looking for. Other than that, let's go ahead and check out some news here. Always good, important to check what's going on today. So today is the 17th, housing starts, OCT, October. That doesn't really look like any too interesting news that we're going to be paying attention to. We usually don't focus so much on the housing. But I feel like lately everything is making a bit of a macro impact. But CPI was always the biggest, PPI a little bit as well. So we'll see what kind of impact it has, the housing, today at 8:30. Again, next week we are going to be, where is it? Thursday, November 24th. That is next week. Yeah. The markets are going to be closing early at 1 p.m. However, I think I'm actually going to take Thursday off, and I'll probably just take Wednesday and Friday off too. I usually don't like trading holiday weeks. I tend to see that they're quite awkward. You get really weird price action. I'm just really not a big fan of it. So most likely I'll be taking those off. But I probably will be still swing trading if there's a good setup. So again, if you guys haven't joined the Discord, check it out. That's where I always post all my entries and exits. So if you're curious to, get the latest updates and I'm not streaming, that's where you'll find me. Yesterday, most of the markets closed red, 11.1 thousand the NASDAQ, and the Dow back at 33.5. It seems like the NASDAQ's really the one that always kind of keeps flying in both directions, down yesterday at 1.5%. Let's see here. Stocks dipped yesterday after Target predicted that it will have a not so merry Christmas sales-wise. Target down 13.14%. And Bitcoin down 1.10% again. The news dragged down not just its stock price, but also those of several other major retailers, even though the government released data showing retail sales were up in October. Yeah, that's true. Sales were actually doing pretty strong. So a little bit of contradiction there. Republicans have officially taken back the House of Reps from the Dems. While their margin victory is slim, the GOP will be able to stymie many of Biden's plans to for the last 2 years of his term, which in general is good news for the market. If you guys want to read about Taylor Swift and Ticketmaster, so Taylor Swift's pre-sales are running awfully horrible. Ticketmaster showing a bunch of glitches. A few Swifties got a special code that was supposed to let them snack tickets priced anywhere from $49 to $450 a piece before the masses could. But Ticketmaster was not prepared for the masses signing up. Quick review about yesterday. We started off yesterday quite nice. We are up around 650 or something like that. Unfortunately, we ended the day down 191. primarily due to the fact that I had an options trade that just didn't go so well. I basically bought long here. I think it was somewhere in this area, and I held just a little bit too long. I should have cut my losses when we didn't get the rebound quick enough. So usually I'm very quick with cutting my losses, but I've noticed with swing trading, I'm a little bit slow with cutting my losses for many reasons. You know, a little bit of a new trading style. I'm trying to figure it out a little bit. Plus, there's a lot going on. I'm looking at many different screens. I'm thinking about what contract I'm doing. I'm trying to get the spread and trying to see how it moves with relation to the stock. So it's a little bit more going on and not as quick to cut my losses. So that's been a big mistake of mine. And I think one of the ways I want to address that is using options for more swing trading. So we'll see. I think sometimes there's going to be really good setups to, you know, want to size into it and day trade. But I think swing trading, like I have been doing in my options, and those were always my biggest winners, is probably how I want to go about it. Just because it's hard to have two day trading strategies. It's really, really tricky because you know, yesterday we actually did really good on I&M. I didn't size up as much as I wanted to. I had a few winners that were a little bit too small in size because the setups were really good. For example, here I made 2%. And I was at, you know, $13,000, but here I made 2.4%, but I was only at $6,000. These should all be like over $20,000 trades. We had a really nice continuation front side, and I was able to actually milk quite a bit of it. I did miss one of the best pullbacks right here as we popped back above VWAP, had really good volume as well. This was a little bit of a overall disappointment, and again, I was focused on trading options at the time. So, you know, sometimes you really just got to pick one thing. It's really hard to switch back and forth. So if I plan all my options and all my swing trades ahead of time, like I usually do, I don't have to be so focused on that unless I really want to close it out right there and then at the market open about, you know, managing my swing trade. So that's why I do like swing trading and I like day trading separately. I find it very difficult to day trade two different strategies. Nothing new here. This is old news, but yesterday we had one of those classic moments where we were reminded of the difficulties of it pretty point blank. SPY is still selling off. Coin holding around 47, but it's looking weak. Musk says Twitter will become extremely hardcore. This was a funny tweet. He gave remaining employees an ultimatum. By 5 p.m. Eastern Time today, they can choose to keep working at Twitter for long hours and high intensity, or give up their job and collect 3 months severance. At the same time, Musk demanded Twitter employees crank up the heat. He's been musing about shifting away from his own leadership roles. Yesterday, a Tesla board member said Musk has considered finding a successor to lead the automaker, and Musk himself said would eventually hand over the reins of Twitter to another CEO. Same-sex marriage here. Same-sex marriage is already the law of the land thanks to the Supreme Court precedent, but language used in overturning Roe v. Wade called its future into question. Support from unexpected corners, including the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, shows just how much has changed since 1996. NATO crisis defused. This is really good. NATO member Poland said that the missile strike that killed 2 people there on Tuesday were likely unintentional by Ukraine as it tried to defend itself from a Russian shelling. The incident is still being investigated, but the preliminary finding that the missile did not come from the Russian forces helped ease fears that NATO would be drawn directly into conflict. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg stressed that Russia was still ultimately responsible. I mean, in a way, that's true, because that would have never happened if Russia never attacked them. But you could go very downstream that way. One sec. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's see what's going on else in the world with SBF. Let's see what SBF is talking about, tweeting about. On regulations, SBF admitted his public calls for crypto regulation were just PR and that regulators make everything worse. They don't protect customers at all. Well, that's so bad. On ethics, SBF acknowledged that his talk of being ethical was mostly a front to boost his reputation and suggested that people get harmed by this dumb game of we woke Westerners play, where we say all the right, whatever this word is, and so everyone likes us. This is true. I mean, that's like as legit as it gets. I'm not a big fan of this one because I don't think regulation makes everything worse. They do protect customers. I mean, look at the difference between Coinbase and Mt. Gox, FTX, not FBX. So regulation can be really good. Obviously, it's not foolproof. You still have banks always doing bad things and whatnot, but just check out how much collapses in the crypto space, relative. Let's see, on bankruptcy, FBS told Vox that he regrets caving to peer pressure and filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. If he didn't, he estimates 70% of the problem would be fixed. You really can't trust anything he says, so I have no idea. On how he loaned out customer funds and didn't have collateral to cover it. Sometimes life creeps up on you. Oh man, he is such a dick. SBF is the worst. Meanwhile, the legal barrage against FTX is just getting started. Well, the whole point of blockchain is that you outsource trust. So there's not one entity to trust. It's all on the blockchain. It's trustless. The problem with these centralized things is there's one point of failure. So FTX has nothing to do with blockchain. They just trade cryptocurrency that's on the blockchain, but there's nothing decentralized about FTX. So at that point, you're basically just dealing, with a centralized, unregulated entity. At least with Coinbase, it's a centralized, regulated entity, and since it's even publicly traded, it's extremely open, its books. So everyone can look into its books, and it's audited by a third party. With something like FTX or Binance, you just have no idea what's really going on. I think if you want decentralized, you'd hold your own crypto and your own wallets where you have your own keys. And if you're going to do any sort of trading, it's going to be on a decentralized exchange, right? There's nothing decentralized about FTX. I'm not sure, Regio, what do you mean by that? One person not regulated, many people regulated. Feel free to elaborate. SPY still caving. When I fast on Mondays, that's such a random question. I fast starting the dinner the day before, so Sunday evening. I'll have dinner, and then I don't eat till the next day, so Monday evening again, dinner. So in essence, it's like a 24-hour fast, maybe a little bit less. But it's basically dinner to dinner. Let's see here what's going on with the Thanksgiving. The average cost of a typical Thanksgiving meal is up 20% from last year. It's on track with the costliest turkey dinner since the survey 37 years ago. Food prices are still very high. A 16-pound turkey costs 21% more per pound this year than last year. Everything else in general just has gone up, but it's really the turkey that's the most expensive. The only holiday staple whose price went down are fresh cranberries, so maybe volunteer to make the cranberry sauce. That's good. So supply is also down due to a deadly bout of avian flu. Butterball still supplies 1/3 of all Thanksgiving turkeys. How crazy is that? I think it might be worth to just pay a little bit of attention to the SPY right now, which is literally falling off a cliff. Almost at a significantly critical zone. Let's zoom in here a little bit more. Last time we went down all the way to 46 before having a nice little rebound. So I'm going to go ahead and just note that zone. I actually have one call that was a bit of an accident that I'm holding right now on coin. Wait, is it coin or SPY? I forgot. It's coin. I have one call on this little sucker. It's probably gonna not be so good because I'm gonna close it sometime around the market opens. But I accidentally had a limit order out to keep this on my current account, and it actually got executed. It's fine. It's very, very small position size, only one. But there's a really good chance that this option is going to open much lower, like 70, 80, 70, 60, maybe even 50 cents, because right now the coin is dropping heavy. So this will probably be like a 60 or 60 something dollar loss. Let's see here. If I buy one, that costs $95. So this will probably be like a 50% loss. So I'll probably lose $40 or $50 on this one. We'll see what happens, but that was an accident. But I'm just letting you guys know. I just realized it and I forgot to talk about it when I started the stream. It's kind of funny, but also not funny. Yeah, I agree, Jules. It is crazy, huh? How big things get sometimes in Corey. Also mentioned it. How crazy how big FTX was while all that stuff was going off. Just freaking mind blowing. Your mom was right. Your music is too loud. A new study found that more than 1 billion people between the ages of 12 and 35 are at risk of hearing loss from listening to music at too high volumes on devices like smartphones and at venues like bars. Totally makes sense. My ears are shot. Like, I got tinnitus like crazy and I'm 30 years old. It's no joke. I take ginkgo to actually help with that, but I'm not sure how much it actually helps. When I do take it, the tinnitus is not as bad. So I think it actually does help. Researchers combed through 33 previous studies conducted between 2000 and 2021 to determine that young people around the world are engaging in unsafe listening practices. Let's see here what's going on with Florida man makes announcement. That was the mocking headline the conservative New York Post ran about former President Trump announcing another bid for the White House. The Murdoch-owned paper is not excited about Trump potentially dragging down the GOP in 2024 like he did in the midterms. Also yesterday, Blackstone co-founder Stefan Schwarzman and Esther Lauder, Herr Ronald Lauder, both GOP megadonors, said they won't support Trump's campaign. No one knows what will happen when AI art meets copyright laws. Man, AI art is just so crazy. It's I've been having a lot of fun with it recently. Let's see. Yale Law School and Harvard Law School are ditching the controversial U.S. News and World Reporting rankings despite their long-held positions at the top of the list. That's probably a good thing. These rankings are totally worthless. Congress passed a bill that bans employers from using NDAs and disparagement agreements to stop employees from discussing sexual harassment or assault. Disney World is hiking prices. And so on and so forth. It'll be interesting to see if coin actually goes lower here. We're on a backside, but the selling pressure is starting to die off a bit. So in a way, it's very bearish what we're seeing, but in a way, it's quite bullish. Let's just go to the SPY again really quickly and go actually to the daily. So right now it's at 391. So, I mean, we broke this quite significantly. We're still on trend over the 9 EMA on the daily. So we're still an overall front side setup. Good to keep that in mind. Yeah, Regio, that's true about my coin. It is always good to be reminded to be cautious and always close out limit orders. This was a good reminder of that. Zelensky says no peace until Ukraine gets Crimea and Donbass back. I mean, they definitely deserve that, but it's gonna definitely prolong everything. But if I was him, I'd want the same. bounce on coin so far. Short interest still super high on BYND. Hard to say how good Bitcoin's holding. I mean, it bounced back a bit, but still looks very, very bearish. I'm not gonna lie. Otherwise, you'd want to see a really strong bounce. We got a pretty good bounce, but a pullback and then, you know, a quick recovery. This is looking like it's going to be dipping again pretty soon. I think if I do some coin trading today, I'll probably not hold super, super long. I don't really think I'm going to be looking for a reversal back above 50, for example. Anything's possible, but I think we're in a pretty strong sell-off right now. So I would like to accumulate under 47 for sure. Ideally, you know, under 46 even, and above 74, 47, 44. But I'm not sure if the bounce will be like super strong. It's crazy how much Bitcoin has sold off from the highs, huh? Down here at 318 billion. They were at 400 billion for so long, and even in the top 10 for quite a long time too. Exxon is just absolutely slaying it. %287 move. That recovery on Exxon was just next level. They even pay a fat dividend. So the whole entire move up, you're just caking it. That's so nice. Peskeys are starting to bottom out here at 1.5. while we have some time, nice bounce there off of the relative low spot here on coin. Ctmx being called out that it's trying. Yeah, it's definitely trying here. Some volume coming up. Could be good. Let's keep an eye on this one. By the way, guys, for anyone using Trade Journal, I'm looking to connect as much data as possible to see what your guys' main reasons are for using the platform so we can keep improving those reasons. So if you are a user of Trade Journal and you want to make sure it keeps getting improved in the way that you use it, I'd really appreciate this one question survey. I'll post it right here in one question Trade Journal survey. And would really appreciate any feedback you guys have. A little slow for now. I'll be right back. Back. So the housing data came out. Actual forecast. Looks like they're both better than forecast. Market don't care though. Market's selling off. Cheers to everyone that answered the survey. Or you got a few responses. Appreciate it, guys. Coin's still selling off as well. Really close to approaching that key support zone that I was looking for. Man, Kathy Wood really bought coin again at the worst spot. Must be stressful. And you guys know it's almost coffee time, and I'm really excited. Yesterday I didn't have a coffee, and yesterday was tough. Yesterday afternoon, not my best. Let's see if we can dig up any new exciting stuff about coin. It's 843 at the moment. So the coin market cap is officially below $10 billion. All right, Reggie, I appreciate it to improve overall trading performance. I can make a new survey using Google Forms. That one would not require an email, but the one I did using Sendinblue does require an email. Otherwise, I would have just left it out. All right, Reggie, fair enough. We all have those moments. This is straight FUD. You guys want to see some FUD? Brian Armstrong selling $1.6 million and now not owning any shares. I think I'm speculating here, but I think a big reason for that could be for the fact that we were stuck around this high around 58. He sold at 54.6, so somewhere basically in the middle. That tends to happen when you're in choppy conditions. And he said, wow, with this whole debacle and the SPY and everything moving up right now, I might just go ahead, take some profits, and then buy back when the stock is lower, which most likely will happen. I don't know. That's very optimistic. But people sell for many reasons, but people only buy for one reason. People sell because they need some liquidity. People sell because I don't know, they have a wedding and they need some money. God only knows what. But people only buy because they think it's going to go up. So it's hard to say. Obviously, it would be nicer if he was buying, but that's just not the case. I kind of feel like we can make a trading meme out of this one. Know when to hold 'em. That poker song is just stuck in my head. Maybe this would actually look better without anything. Maybe spread it all the way. Everything's dipping quite hard. SPY just had one of these flash moves. I don't really think anything of them. We see them from time to time. Do I think the SPY is going to break 390? It's hard to say. I mean, the SPY has tremendous support at 390. So in a way, I'm kind of bullish that 390 will come in as support. But if we do break it, I mean, it's not really what we want to be seeing. If it breaks it with light volume and actually ends up holding, it could also be a good sign. For now, on the 4-hour, you can really see the significance of this break. We were really holding this 394 very, very well, and now we're really breaking it strongly. Sometimes you do see those breaks, fake outs before moves back up, especially on larger things like SPY. Click the rainbow droplet on the right. Ah, yeah, this that's true. That's a really good point. This editor is much nicer. And you can do some pretty cool stuff with that. I do use it occasionally, but I guess all I was trying to really do is move it over to Canva. Coin is really heavy falling off a cliff right now. That was the door. Morning, Joshua. I want to create some FUD about coin. Why does everyone else create so much FUD? Oh, look at this one design I did. That was just beyond ridiculous. I feel almost bad doing this. You got to know when to fold 'em. right, guys, real question here for a second. Serious question. Is it better to have text, or is it better to have a dog? This dog could be a little bigger, I gotta admit. Man, pre-market gives us way too much time lately. Too much time on our hands. Jules says makes no difference. Dog is quicker. I agree. Dog gets the word across faster. I might have to upload 2 memes today because yesterday I created a meme, but I didn't upload it because I didn't have an espresso and I was literally dead yesterday. But we got Hermit the Frog. Or should I say Kermit, not Hermit? Got to know when to hold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. I think these crypto companies are going to have a really hard time generating revenue on historical ways through trading, because I think there's so many people that are out of the market right now of crypto that it's going to be really tough. Look at this Coinbase fundamental summary here. Earnings negative 1.21. Their revenue was 5 billion. That's pretty insane revenue. Financially, they're quite healthy. I'm a little nervous Coinbase might just have a really, really big sell-off. They've already been having obviously a big sell-off, but maybe, they had a 14% kind of red sell-off, and then from the top it's been 18%, but just yesterday it was like a 14% sell-off, which is pretty strong. I'm not sure if we're going to get another one of those 14% sell-offs. I kind of feel like we already had a big sell-off, and now we're going to be doing a little bit of, in the range a little bit here. So that's my overall trading thesis. I don't know how it's really going to play out, but I just find it a really good buy under $10 billion. So like roughly under like $47. So that's my overall thesis on this one. I think from everything I've learned about Brian Armstrong and Coinbase, I think he's very bullish on the company. But I think short term, I think the space is going to have a lot of issues, and I think that's kind of what that thesis is. That's what his logic is. Again, I have no idea, but that's look at this, guys. Yours truly, right here. Coin, Captain abandoning ship, or is he bullish but knows crypto going to the poopers for a bit? Did I spell Captain right? Captain. Yes, I did. And with this beautiful, beautiful meme right here. Thank you guys again for helping. Very slow pre-market indeed. Got another 22 minutes before the market opens. And we already went through all the news. I feel like usually we have more news to go through. So it looks like coin's really starting to hold here around 46.5. So far, really nice recovery. Or not even really a recovery, but for the fact how strong it bounces off the lows. It's not really tradable, that's why I'm not trading it, but kind of interesting. One sec. Mm-hmm. Okay, one second, guys. I'll be right back. Don't worry, guys. I'm back. I had to do a few things. First of all, let's get this desk up. Let's get ready here for the market open. I'm having a little bit of espresso, but I won't be drinking too much of it because market open's coming. I noticed I don't want to drink espresso like around 10:30 because then it's getting a little bit too late for my local time. So I'd rather kind of already drink most of it and then, or at least half of it, and then finish up the other half, if that at all. Probably not. I'm not even sure how to interpret that bull neck. Yeah, it's a real snooze fest out here. Again, I'm just being a little bit cautious and waiting for the market open. I'll be looking to possibly trade coin, maybe even SPY, because right now there's no small caps that I find very interesting. SPY in the perfect downwards trend, but we do have increasing divergence coming up where the MACD is selling off, but the SPY is still going down. So that's actually a really bullish trend. Bullish in terms of possible trend reversal, not bullish in terms of like the trend. The trend is definitely backside right now. I'll be keeping a close eye for small caps as well. Got another 6 minutes before the market opens. This is definitely going to be pretty interesting with crypto and Coinbase over the next couple weeks. I think, we might get some major capitulations. Like anyone that, was bullish is now reconsidering. Like this wasn't the case, I feel like, a few weeks ago or even a few months ago. People were still overall bullish. But now with the whole FTX thing that happened, and before Luna, first Luna, then FTX, and now one exchange after another seems like they're having issues, from Binance to Gemini. And although Gemini is not confirmed, it just seems like people are starting to lose a lot more faith. And it seems like things might take longer to recover. I think blockchain in general is here to stay. But I think to restore faith, it might just take a lot longer. And some of these public companies like Coin might have to price that in first. That might not be totally priced in. So what I'm thinking here is, where is that good calculation? Is 46 that temporary bottom? Or are we going to keep selling off? To be honest, I'm just not really sure. So we'll see how we go from here. Again, I'll be closing that one accidental share I bought on Coin early on. I do want to move this one down all the way to 2 cents. I just want to have these alerts. This is an alert I had yesterday that got triggered accidentally. So I'll put not accidentally, I just forgot to remove it. I'll put a sell order here, see if anything gets triggered on this one right away. Only one share, so max loss on this will be like $100. It's really not so much of a big deal, but it was an accidental. It should have never happened. I'll probably be down $50 on this one when the market opens. I would expect. We'll see what happens. Corey's looking to get some puts on the SPY into any sort of pop. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. So far, I'm just going to keep my fingers off the trigger for besides trying to close this position. Other than that, this should be a pretty interesting open. Got another minute. I got my second chart open here. I got coin open, Bitcoin, INM from yesterday, SPY right here, and coin over here. So 5 minute, 1 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute. We'll see how they perform. David's watching snow and Tesla. Probably going to see a major drop on this option. This is going to be crazy. Oh, coin is popping up a bit though. Yeah, this one's down quite a lot. Yep, I was right. About a 50% decline on this call. Just using very small position size on it. Is this an all-time? No, all-time low is at 44, at least temporary all-time low. It was at, what was that? That real low spot. 40.83 is all-time low. Aggressive sell-off there. SPY bouncing. I want to get some in 2 weeks, so that would be around December 2nd. With a spot price of, a strike price of around 50. You can see these are pretty cheap right now. So let's go. SPY is bouncing a little bit, so that could be a trade as well. Coin is really capitulating right now. Heavy capitulation. So I can't believe we totally broke that 46 so strong as we did. I think we got more downside on this one, so I'm not personally ready to jump in on it just yet. We did form two very nice hammer candles, but both of them got rejected. This one actually held 1.5% bounce, pretty crazy. Corey was talking about SPY starting to buy puts on it into any bounce. I think that probably could be a really good idea. So far today doesn't look like a trading day for me unless I do some short-term trades on coin or SPY, but there's no small caps. If I do trade coin or SPY, I would like to do a little bit more of a possible swing trade. Nice bottom bounce, possibly on snow here. Right now we're actually getting really good support on this overall trend line that we've been seeing on. So we had crawling higher, finding support here. Maybe we're gonna get that bounce. So pretty nice move. Whoa, coin just had a big pop. Maybe we can do some spot trading on coin. That was a very bullish move. We finally sold that accidental entry. Some size on coin. Very strong bounce. Let's see if we can get a little bit of continuation on this one. Back over 47. Doesn't look like it's going to hold so well. Have a stop here if we break 46. Still looks a bit weak. Cutting position. Cutting this one out. Didn't have that continuation like I thought it would. I had a really nice break higher, but then kind of stalled out a little bit. So cut that position. Unfortunately, didn't have the continuation we were looking for. So let's see. For now, that was a failed move higher. So I'll keep an eye on it, see if we want to get aggressive on it again. What I would like to do is start accumulating calls on coin as we continue to sell off. BBWI, Bath and Body Works, kind of interesting. Look at this move. Not the ideal price range that I'm usually looking for, but that's fine. Still very slow. Coin actually holding quite okay, but we're still in an overall sell-off here. But it seems like we're finding support. Second rejection there off of VWAP. There's a chance that coin could get back over $50 in the next 2 weeks. Then buying these calls here could be a good trade if coin keeps selling off. I gotta say, coin actually looks pretty healthy right now. Coin trying again here for a breakout. We need to get above that 47 zone. Could see it in this move right here. 5-minute crawling up. Still looking very strong. Nice. So that was the move I was looking for. Looks like I fumbled on that one a little bit. Five-minute breakout there. Coin still looks pretty strong here. Volume is fading on it, showing a little bit of signs of weakness there. Possible setup off the 9 EMA. Right now it's actually a bullish 5 minute, so I don't think it will pull back. Not crazy about buying super high in this market though. Kept keeping me, unfortunately, a little bit at bay when I should be getting aggressive right now. This is actually a pretty good setup. In terms of like finding other tickers that I want to trade, I don't really see anything popping up, so I'm just kind of sitting on my fingers and just kind of watching, deciding how I want to move forward. I'm not sure if I'll keep trading today, honestly, unless we see a really good setup pop up. But at the moment, it's a little bit of it feels like a little bit of like a no trade day in terms of typical opportunities that I'm usually looking for. So maybe we'll size into a swing trade. I'm looking at SQ on my second screen. And looking at coin as well, so all could be good options. With SQ, it's got a little bit. With SQ, it's still got a little bit more to go down. So it's a nice entry right now. We have some nice upside potential. We do have downside potential, but I feel like with Square and many other tickers, we are forming around a bottom. So this could be a really good multi-week, multi-month hold. So that's what I'm going to be looking for going forward. John Jones says, I think I'm a small cap guy. Honestly, I'm up 14,000 this month swing trading, and I'm only up 1,000 day trading. So I think based on my statistics, it seems like trading whatever is hot is really the way to go. And that's what I'm trying to do. So big support on Square right around here. Maybe we will break lower. So if I was going to trade Square, it would be for a longer swing trade. Still, I don't really see any sort of rush at the moment. Coin setting up a pretty good flag pattern. Possible entry on this one. Got an entry there. Looking for a continuation back above 47. Yep, John. Looking for a coin to move over 48. This is not a swing trade though, this is a day trade. Hammer candle on the 1 minute. Bit of indecision. Nice first initial pop. I'm looking to see if we can get a little bit of continuation. I would like to see move towards 48. Still a fairly healthy ticker, strong bid. Closing this minute high, it's a good sign. Initial pullback. Still a good 5-minute setup, 1 minute looking a little bit weaker than I was hoping for. Not getting that follow through that I was aiming. Could still see it, healthy 5-minute. Cutting half size here. I gotta turn on the lights again. It's getting a little dark in this room. So I could have took my profits, got back read on the day, but unfortunately this one's taking a little bit longer to play out. Stopping out at the break of 50. Stopping out there. Could bounce. Could we see a really nice bounce back over 47? Sure. Unfortunately, it didn't do the move I was looking for. I stopped out at 47. It's back at 45. I might have to call it. So far, I'm red on day trading. So I stop out in this market when I'm at $500 down on the day, and that's fine. So Monday was a no trade day. Yesterday was a down $100, $150, and today I'm down $600. So it's been a very slow week for me, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do going forward today is only enter swing trades. I won't do any more day trading today because if I'm down over 500, I'm not allowed to keep day trading. I could have, taken some profits here. I got to get my fish oil. I could have taken some profits on that bounce. It was a really nice entry. Exactly what I was looking for. I thought we were going to get a last little retest here, maybe a failed move, and then eventually a continuation down. So I was a little bit too hopeful probably in the amount of sell-off we're getting right now, but that's fine. So coin down 6%, 5.5% on the day. Unfortunately, I had the right ideas on coin. I bought this pullback looking for continuation. We got it, but at different timing. I bought this pullback looking for continuation. We got it, but not as strong as I was hoping for. So it was a right idea, wrong execution kind of day. It happens. Oh well, I'll have to live to trade another day. It's always kind of sucks when you kind of end the day red like this, but it is what it is. I'll keep watching coin here a little bit longer with you guys. Let's see what our statistics say. Hopefully you guys fared better than I did today. Kind of a short-lived day for me. But always good to have that reminder that you got to cut your losses, and that's what we did. Gotta know when to hold on, know when to close on. I like the fact that I was really quick to cut my losses today. I think that was really good. I think that was nice. I also sized nicely. I'm really proud of myself for that. I think the only thing I could have done better today, actually yesterday, what I did really nicely was how I traded I&M, but I could have sized more aggressively. I started a little bit sizing too late on that one. I got to hold on, no and hold on. Alright. Well, documenting these trades should be easy today, and then we could review the stats. Kind of looks like coin is officially in a bit of a bear trend right now. A little bit frustrating when you have the right ideas but the wrong execution. Definitely up there on one of the more frustrating kind of trades, but it is what it is. Match by symbol. Got to. The pattern on one of my trades is accident today. So bad. So really quickly here, on my stats today, I'm unfortunately down 688. Nice position size today, but it just, wasn't going in the right direction. Let me zoom out a little bit more. It's easier to read out here. So 2 losses, 3 trades. The first one was just an accidental trade. This is my leftover limit order I forgot to close. Good position size, but unfortunately no real winners here. So it is what it is. Portfolios, let's see, John was asking a question. Let me quickly check the chat room. Ismail says, sorry about your red day. That's fine, red days are part of the game. No biggie. John's wondering how much I'm up on my swing trade portfolio. On my swing trade portfolio, I'm only up $20,000. But I want to do more swing trading. I don't really do that much swing trading. And I don't know, let's see here how much I'm up for the year on my swing trade portfolio. So we'll just go to 22 January. Nice. And day. Here. I'm down on the year on my swing trading because we took some big losses on everything in the beginning of the year. And I had to manage those quite extensively. Coin was actually our biggest loser at minus $2,000. Actually, that's not true. Let's keep going. I had much bigger losers. I think on Square or something. Lemonade, that's what it was. Lemonade, I had a $5,000 loser. So this was all in the beginning of the bear market in March. Let's see here. Pretty nasty stuff. Snow, $1,500 loser. Let's see what else we got. This was when things were pretty nasty out there. We got Lemonade, another 5,000, QS, a 3,500. We have Clove, an 8,800 loss. We have Space, almost $7,000 loss. So yeah, Jan, February, March were a really bad time for me when it comes to swing trading. I was holding a lot of positions like as investments, more or less, and I was just kind of blindly holding them. It was really bad. So I pretty much said, okay, no more blindly holding, no more, we're not in a bull market. I can't just follow the trend on these tickers. And that's when I started kind of managing my swing trades. And that's when we were able to pull back. Because originally, I think our earnings here was, I remember it was in the 30s for a while, 30,000. And that was like with very small size swing trading. So, you know, it was important that we got that back. And then the day trading momentum portfolio is, you know, you guys know all about that one. That's basically what we do every single day here. So the swing trades is a little bit of a new thing in a way. But yeah, so the recent trades, swing trading have been going well. Just basically trading the range, understanding that, you know, we're in a bear market, and at best we're in a ranging market. So you buy low and you sell in the pops. You don't buy high with the anticipation of selling higher. You really want to trade the spread. And that's what we've been doing here, and that's how we've been able to kind of get back, making some nicer profits. I think my nicest one in the recent was the call on coin. So again, that's what I want to start doing. I want to start, every time we have these big sell-offs on Square, Coin, PayPal, so on and so forth, I want to start accumulating and selling into the pops. As long as, ideally, we have a big sell-off first, we start consolidating, and I want to buy into that consolidation. I feel like that's when I do my best trading. For example, coin here, we had a huge sell-off. I did some okay trading, but when we had that initial bounce and then I bought on the retest, that's when I made the most. So if we get another big sell-off, that could give us some really good opportunities. So we'll look for something like that. But for now, I'll have to take my red day today, unfortunately. And yeah, hopefully we get a little bit more action tomorrow. Next week, I'll be taking most of the week off. So we don't have a lot of opportunities left in this month, I guess you can say. So next week, yeah, after that. So this will probably be one of my slowest day trading months for sure. It's kind of sad, but these are the times to kind of sit on your fingers more than anything. I feel you, Regio. All right, guys. I'll see you then first thing tomorrow morning. Trying to think if there's anything else going on here. If you haven't filled out that survey, I would really appreciate it. If you're using Trade Journal and you guys want to make sure it keeps getting better and better, specifically how you like to use it, I'll post it again right here in the Discord. Other than that, Regio is saying, I think I got overconfident on a streak. Yeah, usually in this market specifically, if you're up, it's usually good just to take profits and walk away. I mean, you guys saw that yesterday. I was up 600-700 and then gave it back. Today, I could have been break even and then I gave it back. So, you know, in those 3 days of trading, it's not a lot of profits that I could have made. Maybe like $700, maybe $1,000 at best if I took profits. But I'm down basically roughly 1,000 by being a little bit more aggressive. So this is not the market to be aggressive. But you know, sometimes you got to try at least a little bit. So that's what I did here, and it didn't work today. All right, guys, I'll see you then first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.